An eye on that and one eye on this. 57 days away to the midterms, and all the action is in Congress, as you know, and all that action is on the Senate side. Republicans need a pickup of 6 if they want the majority. Here's where we are today. Democrats 53, independents 2, but you have 2 independents who caucus with Democrats, so it's 55-45. Remember, simple majority is at 51. And if I change the map, look at everything in yellow. All these races, you're going to come very, very familiar with the races in these states as we go through the next 2 months. With me now is Ed Rollins, former campaign manager for the Reagan-Bush team in '84, and Joe Trippi, former Howard Dean campaign manager, and both are Fox News contributors. Gentlemen, good day to both of you. I got a lot to rattle through here, so let's get to it. CBS Battleground Tracker says if the elections were held today, Republicans would get 51 seats, Democrats get 49. Ed, do you see it that way?
I see it that way, and it may even be bigger than that. There's a great voter intensity. There was a great poll done last week by the George Washington University, the Battleground poll, which is a bipartisan poll, and it showed the intensity level is 12 points greater among Republicans, among those who are extremely likely to vote, and an even more dramatic 16-point intensity vote in these battleground states. So my sense is everything is going our way. Our voter turns out got to beat incumbents, which is never easy. But at the end of the day, I feel very.
So you think those numbers translate then?
I think they do.
Yeah. Joe, what do you think?
Well, look, I've been saying from the beginning that Republicans were on their way to win either from 4 to 10 seats. And when I look at the new polling that's come out, you've got to adjust those numbers. I do, from more to like 5 to 8. I think so. I would agree that with the 51 right now, that 6 is right there in the middle of my own projections. So I would have to agree with CBS right now with that data that Republicans have tightened a lot of these races, gone in the lead in a lot of those races. And I see 8, though, being the top today. It could grow if there's a big wave, but that doesn't look like it's materializing.
Okay,
I'll take 8 right now, Joe. Thank you.
Will you give him that, Joe?
We'll take it.
Well, like I said, look, some of these races are so close that it could end up being 5. I would not be surprised by Republicans just missing it, but that's a big difference. In the last few weeks, they've pulled in the lead in Mississippi, in Louisiana, Arkansas, and now it looks like even Alaska. They may have opened up a little bit of lead on baggage.
Let me show our viewers that, okay? Here's the map yet again, all right? These are the races outlined in yellow that we're watching, okay? Now, as you get to know these states, keep this in mind, okay? Of the races right now that are most likely to go Republican, that's Montana, South Dakota, and West Virginia, all right? Now you've got toss-ups, of which there are about 9, give or take. Back on the screen, North Carolina, Arkansas, Louisiana, Iowa, Kentucky, Colorado, Georgia, Michigan, and as you just mentioned, Joe, Alaska. Ed, to you now. These are state races, okay? They can reflect the national trends, certainly, but these are state races. How much at the state level now can change with 57 days left?
A lot can change, especially with incumbents. But here's the bottom line. These incumbents were elected in the first Obama election, in which there was a dramatic change election, great voter turnout, what have you. Each and every one of these states that are competitive are now states that Republicans can win, and it's all about who turns out. 50 million fewer voters turn out in the off year. And my sense today is that we're going to do very well because of that. Equally as important, just like in 2010, Speaker Pelosi became a target across the country and had an impact way beyond her San Francisco district. My sense Obama's going to fit that same role. His failing numbers and his failing leadership has become a drag on these tickets, and I think that is what's making it.
Joe, do you agree with that? I mean, just 57 days, we often say anything can happen, and you look across the map all over the world. I mean, there's so many big issues up there. Do you agree with Ed that nothing significant could knock off the current trend?
No. I mean, it would probably have to be something significant. But look, here's what worries me as a Democrat. Ed's right. Obama's going to be a drag in all these at the state level. But the critical thing here when you look at the new polling is how many of these Democratic incumbents, look, if you're under 50, that's always a problem if you're a Democratic incumbent, any incumbent. But these guys, none of these people are at 47 and close. Some of them have dropped to 42, 41, 43, the low 40s. That's a very difficult place to come out from under. And that's happening in Louisiana, it's happening in Arkansas, and it's happening now in Alaska. You add those to the 3 states that you already mentioned, Bill, and it looks like the Republicans are on their way. But that can change. It is difficult to beat an incumbent. The Democrats, we're going to fight. But right now, it's like I said, I've moved from 4 up to 5, maybe 6, and I do see a potential of 8.
So you're right on the margins there, okay?
Yeah, it's on the bubble.
Okay. Quickly to both of you, I need a quick answer. Ed, you touched on this. Is this a vote against the president's policies?
Yes,
or not?
Absolutely. No question about it. And his lack of leadership. More his lack of leadership.
Joe, you agree?
Look, I think it's a vote on disappointment with where the country is. You look at the wrong track numbers, and no matter who's president of the United States, what party they're in, second term, midterm, always a tough place for the incumbent party and that has the presidency. That's going to play out this year.
Looking forward to seeing you guys again next week.
Take care.
Okay.
Thank you
Ed Rollins, thank you. Joe Trippi, thanks to you as well.
See you.